Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. Oscar Wilde. There's no feeling more draining than going through the motions. The time you spend working on your homework, the day it gets assigned, or that hour you spend in traffic on your way to work. Anytime you've been at the casino doing one more pull on a slot machine for the third time, or having to sit through the wedding of a friend as you wait until they start the reception. Arguing with someone and letting them go on their third tangent as you begin to question if the point's even worth it. Getting through it is just as hard as getting started. If you understand that, after making it all this way, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You're almost there. You just have to get through a little bit more. Right, thanks for coming with us on this trip. We understand if you have to take a break at any point. Pause the video, close it out if you want to. We'll be here when you're ready to come back, even if you never do. The series is an homage to a Steam game that came out in 2017, titled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. The creator of that game was Bennett Foddy, inspired by the father of B games, Jazwell. If Jazwell is the father of B games, Bennett Foddy has assumed the position of his prodigal son. Previously best known as the guy who made Guap, Foddy was less known by name and more for the frustration that typically ensues when playing one of his games. Getting Over It is the perfect embodiment of a game, really, especially one for masochists. Given a loosely defined goal with some inherent challenge whose completion is possible but not guaranteed. You start the game knowing that you're meant to get over it, whatever that means. No tutorial, no complicated MacGuffins, no power-ups, no checkpoints, just a guy, a pot, a hammer, and nowhere to go but up. Foddy makes no claim that the climbing will be easy. Conversely, he warns the player that the game is difficult, challenging in a way that most games stray away from. The very controls of the game are unwieldy, difficult, and awkward, but there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most games are made to entertain you, to follow you around on your hero's journey before handing you the congratulations and fruits of your labor that's assumed you deserve. In that sense, Getting Over It wants you to prove it. The lack of safety in Getting Over It seems to be what holds most players back as they attempt to get through it. You're always at risk of falling when you're playing, and instead of simply being at risk of losing a few minutes or even hours of progress, you're constantly at risk of losing all of it. Each new challenge along the mountain becomes challenging not only through an actual pose challenge, but through the understanding that failing once prevents you from even attempting again until you've reconquered one or all of the previous challenges. The mounting risk of losing more progress as you ascend the mountain never leaves, and the feeling of defeat is just as crushing each time you return to its base. You'll get over that feeling the faster you fail. The process of Getting Over It entails riding a fine line between success and failure. Regardless of how many times you return to the start, you aren't handed a game over screen, nor do you run out of lives or attempts to complete the climb. So do you lose when you get the bad ending? Or is it only losing when you hit your personal limits of frustration? Some people fear that games will continue to become more difficult, more unforgiving. Brutal testaments of skill where players enter like gladiators and only the strong survive. For the most part, that hasn't happened because difficulty doesn't make something enjoyable. Although I wouldn't say a lack of challenge is ideal either. I think the draw of difficult games is the sense of accomplishment that comes from getting over a genuine challenge rather than hunting down achievements. Over the years, we've managed to fill our shelves with so many trophies that we rarely come across an experience that can be boiled down to a list of instructions to gain some new achievement. Everything becomes a race to the next accolade to hear those sweet words of congratulations. 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 50 times over. Maybe this is what games are all about. An escape from reality to a stage engulfed in a constant applause. An award show that celebrates anything that could ever be done, with everyone tied for first. Prove to the world you're untouchable. Earn a gold star in every time trial. Die for the first time. It's time to mine. Don't play the game for 5 years. Collect every weapon in the game. Make it through the game without upgrading. Manage to save everyone. Choose to save no one. We're handing out 100 achievements in the span of a minute, and then one after 16 hours. pursued, achieved, and forgotten. Every achievement's a goal to run towards, until that goal is within our grasp, and then we get bored. And there goes hours of determination, exterminated and laid to rest, like some common pest. Complete quest. In this age, every game sets a friendly stage. No question of if you can, but when you choose to. Would you keep playing if we didn't keep score? It'd be business as usual. Just no points for Gryffindor. Games haven't demanded anything from you. Not for a while. Since the earliest days, they were just hoping to make you smile. Players played carelessly. Now everyone's turned off by that. They're racing to 10,000 hours or 10,000 views. Hounds chasing the renown of wearing the crown. But that's not you. You're an artist. And that's why people call you heartless. There's hours of people screaming on YouTube or Twitch, calling for your castration as a million people cackle on, like a torturous public execution. That's fun too. If you're the main act on stage, take a bow. As long as you're not hurting anyone, make your own fun. Isn't it nice, just being able to relax? Make your own rules and then break those too. There's no right or wrong way. It's play. Playing games is a waste of time, only acceptable if it's monetized. That's not how I feel about entertainment. It's an investment of time. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's fun.
No. What? 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 Ugh. What? Oh. Oh.